Hey guys, today I want to share with you a memorial garden bed to honor the memory of our baby girl Gracie. So it took me a while to make this happen. If you watch our video, you probably heard me mention this couple times. My garden, 95% is full sun, but I wanted a shade raised bed. So it's quite challenging for me to pick a right spot, and also I don't want it to weather exposed. I finally decide to have it at our front door. This is our front porch and it's get protected under the roof. Our front porch receive about 4 hours in 10 afternoon sun, but this spot right here only receive about 1 hour sunlight each day. So after I decide a spot, I was struggling to decide on the material of the raised bed. So there were two choices, metal or wood. I really like the look of the wood raised bed, but metals last longer. So I went with the metal raised bed. And like after decide the material, it was hard to find the size for this particular spot. So the popular that you easily define for raised bed is 4 feet long and 2 feet wide. But this spot right here, I need a raised bed about like 3.5 feet long and 1.5 feet wide. Did I mention like this raised bed is about 2.5 feet tall? Yeah, there you go. So when I found this bracelet appropriate for this spot, I was so happy. And I bought this right away. Oh, I bought this from Amazon. Yeah, so I got the bracelet and then it was pretty late to plan annual for the growing season. So I wasn't have many choices for the plant. I really want to have double begonia for the fillers and thrillers, I wanted Caladium. And for spiller, I want creepy Jenny. But like I mentioned, when I planted this raised bed, it was pretty late for the growing season, so all my local greenhouse were closed. I bought all this plant from Home Depot. They do have single flower begonia and impatient, but I wasn't really interested. So yes, I end up with just some variety of caladiums and the creeping jennies. When you bought plants from the big store, it didn't indicate what variety of the plants that you getting. Like caladium, I don't know what variety of this caladium. So yeah, I have no idea. Caladiums are grown for their foliage, with leaves shaped like hearts or arrows in combination of red, pink, rose, white, and green. Caladiums have brightness, shady spots for generations, but now you have the option of newer selections that can take some direction, but I wouldn't have them in full sun if you live in the south. Caladiums are carefree once you cover their basic needs, and the color and bright leaves make all varieties of caladiums easy to love. Caladiums will rot in cold temperatures. They are growing annuals unless you live in frost-free gardens. I believe zone 10 to 13 are frost-free. Some gardeners dig up the tubers in fall when the foliage starts to die back, then store them in a warm, dry place until they can be replanted in late spring. Others buy fresh tubers or plant every growing season like I do, as caladium tend to put on their best show in the first year. All caladiums love filter, some light and shade. Some newer selection and caladiums with narrower leaves can take more light, but It's best to limit direct sun exposure to the morning hours. The colorful foliage can fade in bright sunlight. Caladiums need well-drained but moist soil rich in organic matter. Most garden soil should be amended for planting. For potted caladiums, you could use high-quality potting soil that includes compost or other organic matter. Water caladiums regularly to keep the soil slightly moist but not fully saturated. For fertilizer, I only use slow-release fertilizer once in growing season. Caladiums are relatively pet and disease-free. It is recommended to remove damaged and dead leaves to maintain healthy caladiums. Caladiums rarely bloom, but if they do, you can remove the bloom to redirect energy to the plant. We grow caladiums for their beautiful foliage anyway. Caladiums do best in high humidity, so if you live in the south, don't miss out on this wonderful plant. I bought this angel from Lowe. This caladium is growing so well and kind of covering the angels. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Love her. Hopefully they're not gonna cover her. Creeping Jenny is a low maintenance, easy to grow plant. You can use it as a lovely ground cover plant or spiller in the containers or raised bed like what I have here. They will thrive best in full sun to partial shade. The leaf will be different based on the plant exposure, golden yellow in full sun and green in partial shade. In hot climates, the afternoon sun may cause its leaf to blanch. Creeping Jenny prefer moist, well-draining soils. They need moist, damp soil to thrive, so you should water regularly and don't let the soil dry out. Creeping Jenny is a perennial in zone 4 to 9. It's hardy enough to survive a cold winter and will return in the spring. It's recommended to trim back the dead or damaged stem of creeping Jenny before winter. It will return in the spring. Prune to give the plant shape and prevent overgrowth. Creeping Jenny doesn't usually have problems with pests or disease. You see the one right here is doing much better than the other one because this started receive a lot more sun than the other. So I assume this is the reason the one in the back right here is not doing so well. If we didn't have a drip irrigation, I would think it's probably overhead water, but it wasn't because we have the drip irrigation, so I don't think the problem is overwatering or overhead water. My only option would be sun exposure is not enough. But if you know there might be another reason, please leave me a comment to let me know. I bought all these hanging metal decorations from Amazon. They are adorable, aren't they? They're weather resistant, so they will not rust it to be outdoor. I got the memorial side custom from Amazon as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Bye guys.